Welcome, everyone. I acknowledge and respect the Lekwungen peoples on whose traditional territory this university is located, and the Songhees, the Esquimalt, and Wasanic peoples whose relationships with the land continue to this day. I'm delighted to declare the 2023 Spring Convocation of the University of Victoria duly assembled for the granting of degrees. Please be seated. I would like to thank Christine Sam and Eugene Sam from the Songhees First Nation for their drumming and singing and for starting us in a good way today. Now, I would like to invite Councillor Norman Gary Sam from Songhees First Nation to welcome us all here today. Councillor?
Aichka, Siam, Marianne. Siam, Siam Nistelicha, Haichka, Aitzquachel Siam, Quinas Quinanga Hela, Siam, Donis Nace, Sakolitin, Josalea Tzat, Lekwungen, Songhees Nation. Haichka, Aquansane Techo, Lekwungen Tangoch. Haichka, Aquansane, Chuknin, Lekwungen Tangoch. Haichka, Snaka, Lekwungen Tangoch. Siam, Haishka na kusait nich nishwalakwa kaka tangoch no siam squamathus nishwalakwa kaka tangoch osiam. Good afternoon, everybody, dear friends and relatives. I thank you for your patience and for joining us here today in the traditional homelands of the Lekwungen people. I raise my hands to the University of Victoria, President Hall, and Chancellor Marianne for always honoring territory acknowledgement and the ongoing relationship of the University of Victoria and the Songhees Nation. And I thank you all, for letting us take this small part in celebration of your loved ones here as they receive their graduation and education honors today. And I thank you all for letting us take a small part in that with song. We bring to you today a Paddle Welcome song announcing that we are the Lekwungen people, and we share that song with you today, as well as a prayer song. And I'm thanking our elders from Cowichan for teaching Lekwungen traditional dancers those songs. And I'm thanking you all again, once again, for allowing us to be here today to welcome you to the traditional homelands of the Lekwungen people. And I just want to join alongside you in congratulating the graduates today and, sharing in this wonderful achievement today. Haichka Siam.
Thank you, Councillor Sam, for your welcome to the territory. Just a little bit more information about the drumming and songs that you've heard. The songs in particular are a form of protection and clear the path forward for our graduates. These celebratory healing songs have been part of the Indigenous cultures here on the coast for many, many years. Mr. President, members of governing bodies, members of faculty and staff, distinguished guests, graduating students, faculty who are here in back there aiding with our graduation, family members and friends from all across Canada and around the world, either in person or online. On behalf of the University of Victoria, I welcome you all today. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to Chancellor Emeritus Marie Farmer. You're over here, this side. For those of you joining us online, come on, sit close to your screens. Have applause for your grad. Maybe have a little tear. Do your happy dance. Feel free, join in with us because we can't see you. So it's quite all right, but please join us and we're very glad that you're with us online. Today, we honor students from the faculties of Graduate Studies, Business, Fine Arts, and Human and Social Development. Amongst those whose achievements we are celebrating today is Zainab Verji, a leader renowned for her pursuit of art as a public good. Now, pardon my back, I'm going to talk to the grads. Good afternoon, dear graduates. Convocation is my favorite time of year as Chancellor because it is such a great privilege for me to confer your degrees and celebrate with you and your supporters the completion of your significant academic achievements. I can't help but feel overwhelmed with joy and admiration for each and every one of you. And I'm reminded now of my own convocation. I sat up there. Take a moment. Look around you, take a breath, and savor the moment. With hindsight, this ceremony will be over in the blink of an eye. Now, I invite you to reflect on the journey that brought you here. Not the car, or the bus, or your bike, but the countless hours you spent tethered to your computer. The late night study sessions, the early morning classes, the group projects, the endless rehearsals, and of course, the papers, the labs, and exams. You might want to forget a few of those. Those hours, those experiences pushed you out of your comfort zone. Those hours and experiences shaped you. You learned to persevere. You developed resilience, and you grew into a stronger and wiser person. You're now better prepared to explore and contribute to our communities, and yes, to the whole world. Having said that, over time, you may struggle to remember who developed certain theories. You may forget the names of authors or composers or artists. You may have only a very vague recollection of a specific procedure or technique. But I can promise you that you will remember the people that you met here, your classmates and the faculty and staff members who guided you. So today, we're celebrating not only your individual success, but also the success of everyone who has helped you along the way. In addition to your family and friends, you are a part of a University of Victoria community that has been dedicated to your success, a community that believed in your potential and helped you reach your goals. So remember, when you're walking across this stage this afternoon, all of you are walking with your supporters. And you're also walking with your generations yet to come. Turning now to walking across this stage, and really that's why we're all here this afternoon, isn't it? This walk, as I'm sure you know, is symbolic of finishing part of your life, a very important part of your life. but it's also a walk towards new adventures. And I hope you have several new adventures in your life. Take with you all that you have become and all that you've learned here. As you head to your new adventures, I want to share two really important pieces of advice with you. This is advice that stayed with me, remains with me, and has guided me in all that I have done, and will continue to guide me in all that I will do, because I'm not done yet. Although these pieces of advice could sound contradictory, they do blend, and they're important. So, first piece of advice. It's okay, you don't have to take notes. Think outside the box. This requires curiosity. I have learned that there are always new ways of defining problems and new ways of finding solutions. There's always a need for innovation and new ways because we, as human beings, seem to crave new ways to look at our world. Thinking outside of the box can mean making mistakes. No, it does mean making mistakes. But it also means learning from mistakes. And you know, that's okay. Trust yourself. Second piece of advice. Thank you, William Shakespeare. To thine own self be true. In my life, in my career, the hardest work I did, the most difficult decisions I made as a judge, all challenged my own belief in right and wrong, my own beliefs of fairness, justice, and truth. I am grateful for all of my mentors who ensured that I remained true to myself. So, dear graduates, polish up your moral compass and hold it close in all that you do. Live every day as your true self without compromise, while at the same time remaining innovative and curious. Because if you remain true to yourself and if you remain curious, you will find success, however you define it. In closing, my warm congratulations to each and every one of you. I wish you wonderful futures and great adventures ahead. Thank you very much.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Hall. I have the honor and privilege of being the president at the University of Victoria. And I'd like to thank you, Chancellor, for your advice and your wisdom to our students and for sharing your life journey with them. And a journey that's been absolutely super productive and very influential. So thank you for that. I'd also like to thank Councillor Gary Sam for his welcome to the Territorial. It's always wonderful that Gary gives us so much time at the university, to us and to the students that are here. So I'm here on behalf of the university, and my colleagues that are sitting up on the stage here are all adorned in their beautiful regalia, looking very colorful, and we wanted to welcome family, friends, and supporters to our beautiful campus on the homeland of the Lekwungen peoples. And we're here today to honor and celebrate tradition, but you should also have a little fun along the way, so don't be afraid to laugh and applaud and cheer as the day moves on. I thought I'd take this opportunity to highlight the regalia hood that I have, that I'm wearing. It adorns my traditional, very traditional academic robes. And this hood was gifted to me and created by Master Coast Salish artist and hereditary chief William Good Tiskinikin and designer Sandra Good. And in Coast Salish teachings, the supernatural eagle is the messenger, carries knowledge between the spirit world and the earth, and imparts the vision and wisdom to guide one's journey. The salmon that are on here were chosen because they represent the continuous life cycle on Earth. Incorporating traditional Coast Salish art, history, and knowledge across our campus connects us to the traditional territories of the Coast Salish people, to the land, the water, and the air. Historically, Indigenous oral history was shared through art and storytelling. And storytelling is a really powerful tool to not only convey cultural teachings and traditions, but to actually mark and recognize ceremonies such as this. And so graduates, the journey that you've taken to achieve this degree is a really important part of your story, which is in its very early stages. It's an important chapter, and your story, I'm sure, will contain challenges and puzzles and heroes and villains and charismatic sidekicks, confrontations, growth, and obviously triumph as you're sitting here today, ready to walk across the stage. So I thought I'd try to capture the event in my eyes today through my story. Keep in mind, I'm an engineer, I'm not a great writer, but I got a really short story for you in the next couple of hours that I have to talk. 5 chapters. We'll start with chapter 1, which is called The Antagonist, and I want you to really remember this day and celebrate it as a wonderful marker in the big chapter of your life story, and it really speaks to your endurance, your tenacity, and your accomplishments that you made, especially since your journey all shared a common foe. And I thought really hard about mentioning the P word, the pandemic. I wanted to really, we all want to bury it behind us and just totally forget about it, but whether you like it or not, this was a really important part of your journey through the university. And in fact, what's the point of sharing a great tale if you don't have an antagonist in the story? And so we all grow by facing adversity and trying to find solutions to challenges. As in all good stories, the scariest of villains are those faceless ones, intangible and unrelenting, really forcing you to keep an eye on the shadows, all the while trying to move forward with your studies, thinking about your future, thinking about your family and friends and how they're doing. And so you've all made it to this point, so you've all done really well to get through that. Chapter 2 are allies, and there's no doubt being at university is a bit of a tough gig, although I think you'll find out as you become old like me, life becomes harder and harder each year. But the good thing about being at university, of course, on this journey, you weren't alone. Like all compelling stories, the heroes, you, always have support, allies on whom they can look and depend. Think about who was there for you, who helped lighten your load, who helped you in that one moment of weakness that you might have had when you needed someone the most. Take time to think about who belongs in your story. Who was your Samwise Gamgee, your Harley Quinn, your Chewbacca? Or translating for the parents, who was your Goose or your Agent Scully or your Doc Holliday? And when you write your story, make sure you include your friends, your allies. Make sure you tell them how important they were in your journey and how important they are in the fabric of your tale that you're going to create. And so it brings us to your final exam. I know you didn't think you would have one, but you've got a final test that you're about to undertake. And that is, in a second, I want you to rise if you're able to. And I want you to show appreciation to those who helped you on your journey, to those that are sitting out here to guide you. So up you go, shout, holler, stomp your feet, dance, whatever it is, it's over to you. All right, well done. We'll give you an A on that one, which means you're in second place out of 9 graduations. Yeah? We also hope that you consider the university to be amongst your allies, that we were there to provide you with the support that you needed on your journey, that we were there to be a beacon of light when things got a little bit foggy. And we want you to also know that this is a two-way partnership, and although the university was a setting for your story, you are the protagonist in the history of this university and in our story. Chapter 3 is growth, and I'm sure the audience shares my opinion. As I look out amongst the faces that are about to graduate today, you have to feel confident and you have to feel enthusiastic about the future, because what we see here are the future leaders, game changers, people who are going to go out and make this a better planet. As the Chancellor suggests, reflect on your journey that brought you here, learn from their stories and grow from them, and use that same grit and determination that you've shown to get through your studies to go out and create a world that's equitable, diverse, and inclusive, to give those that don't have a voice. And put your banner up for a shared prosperity and a shared planet. Chapter 4 is called Those Who Came Before, and we're always so proud of our graduates that we want to highlight a graduate at every ceremony. And so today we're going to talk about Essie Dugan, who's an acclaimed UVic grad in writing. Essie is the author of 4 books and has won the Scotiabank Giller Prize for fiction twice for her internationally renowned novels Half-Blood Blues and Washington Black. The latter is currently under development for a television series. Washington Black was also shortlisted for the Rogers Writers Trust and the Man Booker Prize. Essie has held fellowships in the US, Scotland, Iceland, Germany, Hungary, Finland, Spain, and Belgium. And so graduates, we know that you're all going to go on and do some amazing things, just like Essie. Chapter 5 is the next chapter, your next chapter. And we're confident that your UVic experience has put you on a really good path for adventure. And we're confident you're going to go and make an impact in your field. So keep true to your journey, treat every chapter with passion, determination, and humility. Sometimes do the things that scare you and be imaginative. Take what you've learned here at UVic, tempered by your allies and villains, your hardships and triumphs, and go out and make our world a better place. That's a story we all can't wait to hear. So congratulations, everyone, and thank you. Chancellor, Zainab Verji is an honorand in today's ceremony. You can stand right there. Dr. Grace Wong Snedden, an orator at the university, will present the citation.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce Zainab Verji today. A distinguished alumni of Simon Fraser University, Zainab Verji is a trailblazer of her generation. She is an accomplished leader in the art and culture sector and has shaped culture policy at all levels of government. She has contributed to the building of cultural institutions and organizations, both in Canada and internationally. Over 4 decades, she has contributed to important themes and issues in contemporary visual and media art by developing theoretical underpinnings, by foregrounding global histories, by reclaiming marginalized narratives, and by defining a new politics of art. She has an innate understanding of the civic process, the role of art in society, and redefining the role of a citizen within it. This is manifested in her steadfast belief in an ethos of public and community service and the pursuit of public good through art to foster civil society. The arts and culture initiatives that Zainab has developed over the years are an integral part of a healthy and sustainable society. So how did her incredible journey begin? Her journey began in the late 1970s with Prison Theatre, a rehabilitation of inmates in federal institutions in BC. This was a partnership between the University of Victoria and Simon Fraser University, which produced a pioneering program in Mutsqui Federal Medium Security Institution and was transformational for Zainab. She says, "Art has a huge power to make us think and question the world that we live in, to take action and to find our agency." And this solidified her imperative of advocating for the central place of art in society. As an arts and culture leader, Zainab's support of visual and media artists is directly influenced by her lived cultural encounters and is fueled by a commitment to solve systemic problems experienced observed in the sector. She has championed the needs of women artists, artists of color, and Indigenous artists while furthering the common causes that have benefited all arts practitioners in Canada. In particular, women artists of color recognize Zanab's groundbreaking efforts towards obtaining a broader knowledge of and support for their cultural production. Creation of the 1989 Invisible Colors Film Festival established the baseline for subsequent discourse and change of the new aesthetic she introduced to deal with issues such as history, identity, culture, and sexuality in relation to the Canadian experience. In her 45 years of service on boards, Zanab has wielded significant influence and leadership. Her work as a BC Arts board member here in Victoria in the early 1990s resulted in the Arts Council Act in 1995 and the formation of the BC Arts Council. To this day, 28 years from its inception, this is the primary organization that manages funds for BC arts and culture, and in this past year, it granted $6.8 million to artists and arts organizations in 250 communities across BC. Her superpower of designing open, constructive, and inclusive conversations through her community service is a practice that she demonstrates by her steadfast commitment to building bridges between communities. She was recognized by Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society on its 25th anniversary for her role in its formation, as well as the marking of May as Asian Heritage Month with close collaboration with Senator Vivian Poy. This month acknowledges the contributions of all Asians to Canada. In real time, this year, Victoria's iconic Chinatown hosted a celebration of Asian heritage with an estimated number of 400 participants. Zanab's vision is a living example of a racialized woman working within the Canadian arts system to explore the realms and possibilities of what art can be and who can be an artist in this country. Her personal practice, along with her devoted advocacy and contributions to the development and management of arts and culture infrastructure, makes visible both the obstacles that are built into a Western, dominant, colonially built art system and the narrowness of that structure to fulfill a wholesome and sustainable context for arts and culture. As an arts administrator, she has leveraged effective space for wild innovation and undisciplined dissent. She has channeled these disruptive energies into achieving change at the heart of power while maintaining a degree of functional harmony for the whole. In closing, I would like to express my own personal gratitude for the scope of work that Zanab has influenced and made better in the arts and culture sector. Her legacy of mentorship and leadership of racialized women on board governance, on policy development, has made our world a more equitable place. Her leadership and practice of inclusive public conversations has created safe spaces for all voices to be heard and has opened the door to all possibilities. I know too well from my own work in equity, diversity, and inclusion, the experience of waking up in the middle of the night, wrestling with self-doubt, feeling the isolation, and searching for the courage to keep going. So now Virgie embodies the standard of what I ask myself every day. Is what I am doing today making a better tomorrow? And the answer is yes, and so much more. I know that she has been recognized across Canada and in multiple organizations for her work, but today, at the University of Victoria, I speak for all of us in saying thank you. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Zanab Virgie for the degree of honoris causa.
Madam Chancellor, I now ask on behalf of the Senate of this university that you confer upon Zainab Verjee the title and degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
Thank you. By authority of the Senate of this university, I am delighted to confer upon you, Zainab Verjee, the title and degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa. Congratulations. Thank you.
Dr. Verjee, I now invite you to address Convocation.
Thank you. Chancellor Marion Buller, President Hall, members of the university, sorry to be turning my back, vice presidents, members of the university senate, elders, past and present, fellow honoraries, graduates, friends and family. What an incredible day. Congratulations to all of you graduates and to faculty. This is an important marker in your life and in the life of our society. Now, you've heard a little bit of my prison story, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it from here. During COVID, as many of us did, we began to discover old lost connections and find new friends. In one such serendipitous call, video calls, one individual introduced himself, trying to put together a meaningful explanation of his life. He said, I was in prison. Well, I could see the shock of everyone on that video call, gasping, what, prison? And everyone wondered what could have landed him in prison. Then, to assure his audience, he quipped, I was doing dental work on inmates. The relief was palpable. When it came to my turn, I said, I too was in prison. Unbelievable, 2 people on one call. But I was alluding to my time at Matsqui Federal Medium Security Penitentiary in Abbotsford, BC, and I was not doing dental work. I was participating in this exciting experiment doing theater in prison. During the mid-70s, I was part of a theater program with institutional theater productions in Matsqui. And just for a minute, I was a new immigrant. I'd only been here 2 years, early 20s. Imagine me in prison doing theater. Now, prison theater has a long history in British Columbia that dates back from 1973. And this was a pioneering program of rehabilitation of inmates in federal institutions in British Columbia as a result of a partnership between the University of Victoria and Simon Fraser University. It was first offered at Matsqui, and it continued until 1981, when the infamous Matsqui riots occurred. And then subsequently, many inmates were transferred to William Head Penitentiary, and they brought the prison theater with them. This time in prison had a decisive impact on me. The experience was life-changing. I saw firsthand how art can transform people, and it shaped my decision to devote and dedicate my life to arts, advocating for the central role of arts in our society. And that began my art journey in this country. Now, there's another little story that I wish to share with you, and then I'll have a couple of points to make. So a few weeks ago, I received an email which I'd like to share with you. And the email says, was expressing pleasure on seeing my name in the honors list at this convocation. And the message to me read, quote, "Many years ago, about 20 years ago, you supported a scrappy little media arts program in Victoria's psychiatric hospital, Movie Monday. The project was initiated by Bruce Saunders and supported over the decades by myself. We continued to receive Canada Council annual grants up to COVID, when the hospital theatre was obviously closed. And we recognized that after 26 years of weekly shows, it was time to wrap it up. You were a very early supporter of this mental health consumer initiative, and your initial support enabled us to move forward and continue as a small, but we think, noteworthy media arts program. All we needed to provide for over 50 weekly shows, plus the Real Madness Film Festival. So sending thanks, gratitude, and my congratulations on your upcoming recognition from my university." This message deeply touched me. And I want to congratulate Bruce Saunders and Dr. Bruce Wallace for their exceptional commitment and imaginative work. Now, Dr. Bruce Wallace and Bruce Saunders' work, I think, demonstrated what thinker Cornelius Castoriadis calls thoughtful doing, on which the further development of our lifehood, our social, cultural, historical, and environmental world depends. Art is one of the major conduits for thoughtful doing. Art has a huge power to make us think and question the world that we live in, and to take action and to find our agency. Now, closely related to this idea of agency is another thing that I want to share, and it is about care. And I'm not talking about child care or health care. So what do I mean by care? It was Bernice Fisher and Joan Tronto defined decades ago. And they say, care is a species activity that includes everything we do to maintain, continue, and repair our world so that we may live in it as well as possible. That world includes our bodies, ourselves, our environment, and all of which we seek to interweave in a complex, life-sustaining web. Our culture is a system of care, and the imperative of care to repair our world is becoming increasingly realized. But we make a false assumption that caring and politics are two separate domains and not connected. There is a way to think about the link between care and politics, for one to be caring about and caring for, caregiving and care receiving. We need to activate our agency as it directly impacts the very making of a citizen in the contemporary form of our political system. But how does one do that? And that brings me to the point of moral courage. To activate our agency requires moral courage, and it takes moral courage to act and to speak for the public good, to speak for the oppressed, to speak for a civil society, to speak for peace, to speak for pluralism, to speak for making this world a better place. Now, moral courage is a philosophical idea, but let me tell you how it is experienced. One feels it in that moment of vulnerability, when you decide not to follow the flock. The vulnerability that you experience when you take your own authentic path. Moral courage is located in that experience. And one way to build and nourish this force within you is through listening. Listening is an endangered social practice, and listening will give you strength. And remember, listening is a political act. Do not undermine it. Exercise your moral courage and be on the right side of history. Like Bruce Wallace and Bruce Saunders have demonstrated, and many others that we know. Art is a public good, and I invite you all to strengthen the forces to make a better tomorrow. A convocation is also a marker of passing off the baton in the ongoing relay to protect our oceans, lands, and species. As you set on your journey, make a pact with yourself, earn your right to be a citizen, activate your agency, and exercise your moral courage to build a better tomorrow in the most civil way that citizens can. Thank you, and congratulations to you all.
Well, thank you, Dr. Verjee, for, first of all, reminding us all that listening is important, and in fact, giving us something very important to listen to. Thank you for being really a true pioneer in innovation and creativity in this province, and also for your work in dedication to art and its intersection with the many parts of our life has really made this a better province and a better country for us. So thank you very much. Madam Chancellor, the deans of the faculties have assured me that the candidates to be presented to you today and those who are absent have fulfilled all the requirements for their degrees, and the Senate requests you confer upon each one the degree for which they are now recommended. Will the graduates please rise, if able?
Excuse my back again, please. By authority of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree to which you and those in absentia are entitled, and urge you to strive always with patience and sincerity for the instruction and sound learning of all people. Graduates, will each of you accept the degree to which you are entitled, with its inherent rights and privileges, and the responsibility and loyalty which it implies?
I accept this degree with its inherent rights and privileges and the responsibility and loyalty which it implies.
Well done. Please be seated. It is a great honor and an absolute joy to present to the world the class of 2023.
So it's going to take us about a couple of minutes to get the students kind of lined up to send them one by one across the stage. So you got 90 seconds to a couple of minutes to answer emails, do your Wordle this morning, put some film in the camera, and I got Wordle in 3, by the way, so see if you can get that better.
The degrees from the Faculty of Graduate Studies will now be presented. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate is accompanied by their faculty supervisors or representatives. Juan Francisco Chavez Ramirez. Juan is accompanied by Dr. Matthew Murphy, Gustafson School of Business. Colin Malloy is accompanied by Professor Kirk McNally, School of Music. Syed Ahmed Yaganov Farzan is accompanied by Dr. Marcus Millwright, Department of Art History and Visual Arts. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts. Megan Michelle Austin. Sophie T. Ladd. Jessica Gabrielle Ziakin Cook. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration. Sylvia Cardenas. Ichwin Chen. Isabella Dingman. Katara Honorvar. Michael Kasprick. Cass Kupfer. Maria Kuzmenko. Aaron Lannon. Tanea Rose Marcel. Melanie Chu. Julie Sock. Olivia Southern. Hong Nok Trin. Benjamin Valdenegro. Francesca Van Soest. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts. Jennifer J. Landry. Francis G. Matthew. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Master of Global Business. Troy Edward Atkinson. Fisayo Omobolanle Bajedo. Olanle Achoka Bello. Shaylin Rose Butler. Natalia Michelle Childs. Jenna A. Danani. Shaz Ijaz. Iman Jiwa. Jillian June Jones. Victory Chiamaka Kasua. Alex Klevsky. Nagar Salehi Mazda. Noseba Taranam. Ming Yu Teng. O. Albert van Waalwijk. Dong Hui Wong. Sihan Wong. Ayla Yazganoglu. Zi Suen Zhao. Madam Chancellor, the candidate for the degree of Master in Management. Wuhan Zianqi. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Master of Music. Sahara Elizabeth Adamits. Heather Ann Byford. Isaac Thomas Earl. Kaylee Marie Francis. Joseph Michael Garcia. Hao Guo. Matthias Tognoli Late. Sin Yi Lee. Benjamin Litsky. Denis Pekmezgi. King Yu Zheng. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Master of Social Work. Hannah Dalton. Christine Douglas. Jamela Joseph Thomas. Inderpreet Kaur Kainth. Stephanie Marie Levesque. Omen Komol Sharma.
The degrees from the Gustafson School of Business will now be presented. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Amy Ter Hart. Alexi Faith Armstrong. Cameron Bailey. Taylor Barry Yee. Jamil Bimji. Bong Bui. Hope Caldwell. Mariana Pacheco Carrero. Ray Shane Chen. Aidan B. Clark. Sarah Davis. Graham Demos. Alin Francis Dumalski. Joshua Dunkelf. Camila Estrada Avila. Alejandra Fabian Flores. Yuzi Feng. Ethan Fowler. Daniel Gibbon. Jackson Robert Gordon. Nicholas Bernard Guret. Jacob Gunston. Congratulations. Anjali B. Gustafson. Xing He. Chelsea Anna Henderson. Madeline Nicole Hunt. Veronica Huynh. Rioma Ida. Casey Dawn Ingham. Yukon Scott Stratford Innes. Kyle Johansson. Sung-un Kim. Annika Montana Least. Elias Dylan Levy. Hao Ting Luo. Jocelyn Martin. Connor Mason. Seth Emmett McClemens. Samuel B. McDonald. Liam McQuaid. Davis Eric Taves Mulder. Max Rodney Murchison. Song Zhao Ni. Grayson Alexander Neal. Madison J. Nelson. Olivia Hunter Nelson. Harry Frederick Nichols. Michael Anthony Norris. Bellany Natalia Pardos. Samuel Peter Postak. Nevada Prince. Sheng Ku. Finn George Riley Gordon. Rahul J. Roy. Thomas John Wentworth Samis. Giancarlo Matteo Siliti. Nicholas Liam Smith. Megan Lynn Sutherland. Timothy Simmons. Jacob David Roth Thibodeau. Alex Trotter. Eric Twetton. Ashley Neha Vij. Benjamin Walls. Natasha Wood. Ro Ying Wu. Lijia Yang. Sean Michael Zanata. Louis Zhu.
The degrees from the Faculty of Fine Arts will now be presented. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Peter Grauer. Pam Gilbo. Sophie Marie Morris. Patrick James Mortison. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Ashley Andrew Lambert. Jody Elizabeth Brady Quinton. Kathleen Sharon. Madison Close. Aiden Dalton. Johan Duggan. Claire Fleming. Hannah Lang. Ashley Levy. Alice Adele Lindley. Alish Adele Lindley. Adam Marsh. Jesse Norman. Gabrielle Elizabeth Robine. Dylan Samphire. Christopher Sanford Beck. Jarrett Seeger. Tosh Sherkat. Liz H. Stewart. Chan Wong. Victoria Windle. Eva Wong. Chun Zai. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Kira A. Ariano. Kendra Darlene Burton. Erin Grace Hartley. Zeta Storm Kosh Gerritsen. Nina Savigny Parata. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts. Tashim Rania Alam. Lauren Elizabeth Ann Elliston. Jamie Ann Anderson. Ellison Lori Eleonora Berg. Alexander William Burlmeyer. Joel Gordon Ackerley Black. Kaylin McGill Blanchard. Cameron Amelie Bolduc. Bonnie Kathleen Burton. Amanda Buston. Jade Michael Callahan O'Shea. Emily Campbell. Grace E. Carmichael. Kaylee E. Kavanaugh. Ashley Shodat. Maddie Collins. Cornell Danis. Sophie Ann DeCargamo. Darcy James Demers. Alana Blythe Doran. Lena Duick. Kevin Eastman. Luca N. Faulkner. Hannah Farquhar. Nichelle Friesen. Adrienne Mallory Gardner. Jarrett Connor Graham. Sophie Rain Groves. Brooke Olivia Hogavida. Sarah C. Holman. Andrew Jeffrey Hutchings. Phoebe Joelle Kahn. Clara Kopeinik. Sarah Kusara. Serena Haley Lohr. Emma June Loomy. Rebecca Miner. Kimmy Lane Moore. Maria Aldana Pedron Argimbao. Jacob Dylan Phelps. Simon Fraser Glendower Plant. Emma Pyle. Christopher Salt. Zoe Selvin. Andrew Shepard. Sarah Shepard. Georgia Sherman. Taywin Emily Sky Saint Hilaire. Gabriela Torres Venegas. Lily Evelyn Trithart. Julia Vandersloot. Hugh Wilcox. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music. Nishant Amita. Reese Batstone. Deborah Michelle Baines. Leaf Alexander Beach Bradshaw. Erica Faye Arias Buban. Alexander Trinata. Maya Jean Copley. Ekaterina Della Vendova. Alicia Ellis. Leon Young Faye. Judith Gaston. Sarah Leanna Ray Higginson. Darby Howard. Jordan Hutchings. Emerson Jong. Lindsay Catherine Kolke. Megan Samarian Parker. Morgan G. Sheely. Eva Smith. Paige Joanna Christina Thompson. Annalisa Tyler. Andrew J. Wolf. Brendan Jason Wong. Yuquan Zhang. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Natasha A. Green. Brendan Marney. Kimia Pavlevin. Ethan Hunter Kenny Slogotsky. Thank you, Madam Chancellor. Mr. President. The diplomas and certificates from the Faculty of Fine Arts will now be awarded. The recipient of the Diploma in Cultural Resource Management and the specialization of Visitor and Community Engagement. Shelley Ann Crouch. The recipient of the Professional Specialization Certificate in Collections Management. Julia Riota. The recipients of the certificate in the Foundations of Indigenous Fine Arts. Joanne Selsaken Alexis. Akeisha Dawn Jack. Jasmine Vaughn Nabexi.
The degrees from the Faculty of Human and Social Development will now be presented. Madam Chancellor, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Matthew Arthur Terrence Busby O'Connor. Paige Lynn Creaser. Ashley Dargats. Sam Delachuroy. Sun shining through the cloud, Diane Dorsimo Wright. Dagmar Ann Devine. Raven Ariel Fox. Brianna Elizabeth Ford Yopu. Charlotte Barrett Futcher. Joan Galvez. Kaylin Christine Jenas. Brittany M. Guedo. Aloe Harris. Christopher Kling. Charmaine Koenig Herrera. Holly Krevoruchka. Taylor Levson. Sky Caitlin Lloyd. Catherine Irene Lewis. Jasmine Alexandra McDans. Blanca Liliana Maldonado Wright. Dakota Rianne May. Megan McGill Yates. Evelyn Morales. Joan T. Nuglafak. Caitlin Lee Paulus. Brooke Robertson. Kai Renee Scott. Taylor Danielle Simper. Haley Smith. Dallas Supine. Sage Juliana Togi. Right there on the X. Kyle Turoni. Madeline Elise Walraven. Katri Elliott Ray Wick. Brendan Rain Wiley. Emily Zaporozen.
I got so excited there, I lost my page. Thank you all, family and friends, for your enthusiastic applause and cheering this afternoon. And also thank you all for entrusting your loved ones to the University of Victoria. To offer congratulations from the Alumni Association, I'd like to introduce Mr. Brian Kant.
Hi everyone, I've been terrified of losing this page the entire time, so I've been holding on to it for dear life. Good afternoon to all of you down here and those of you up there, and to my mother who has been watching me do this online for the last several years, so hi Mom. Just have to because I know she's watching, and I'll hear about it later if I don't. This address is actually for the graduates, so I do apologize as best as I can for turning my back on you, but I will say that for the last 90 minutes I've been sitting in front of some former professors, so if there is something taped to my back, please let me know, because I wouldn't put it past them. But forgive me, I'm just going to turn around. So on behalf of the UVic Alumni Association, I'm proud to welcome you as the newest graduates of our wonderful university. Today you crossed that stage with your supporters cheering you on. And I will say it was the loudest I've ever experienced in over a decade, so congratulations to all of you. Okay, well, now you're just showing off, but it's fine. So while I know you enjoyed many fun times and laughter with friends, there were also long hours as you took on challenges and grew as a student and a person. Now you begin a new journey as a lifelong member of our outstanding community of UVic alumni. Stay in touch with us. We're here to share your successes and keep you up to date on the campus you know and love. To keep you connected with your colleagues and classmates, to help you build your career and bring you engaging events and enriching educational opportunities. We hope you leave today feeling proud of all you've accomplished. You now join a community of 140,000 alumni around the world doing exceptional things and striving to make a better world. Please make sure you stop by Mystic Market after the formal ceremony for a fun moment of celebration and for your official welcome to the UVic Alumni Association. President Hall informed me the cupcakes are great. He's been partaking in them all week, so good job. Congratulations on your graduation. We can't wait to see and hear what you do next. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kant. And excuse me while I turn around, and I hope there's nothing taped to my back either. Graduates, it's been a great pleasure and a real honor to celebrate your accomplishments with you today. You are now members of this convocation, and through its Senate and Board of Governors, you have a voice in the direction and development of this university. As a university graduate, you are now in a position of privilege. Use your hard-won knowledge and your hard-won skills for good, for your community and for the betterment of humanity at large. We're so proud of you here, just as your friends and families are. And we at UVic look forward to hearing of your accomplishments, your great adventures, as your futures unfold, and move through your work and your adventures with humility, kindness, and caring. Please rise if you're able and join me in congratulating once again the class of 2023. Thank you all for participating in today's ceremony. I would also like to express my appreciation to all of the volunteers, the student musicians, staff, and faculty who have made today's ceremony such a success. Thank you very much. Now, Celeste Lingus will lead us in the singing of O Canada. And following the anthem, I'm going to ask you to please remain standing if you can, while the academic processions leave the stage. Thank you again very, very much.